Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a great end to your Saturday, or if you are just about heading out to have dinner, a late dinner, hope you are enjoying the somewhat warm weather. It is getting a little bit cooler right now, but we actually were very much above average for this time of year. We hit a high today of 92 degrees, and so our average is around 83. And so when this cold front starts to come in, it's actually going to be definitely going to be below average for this time of year. Now, I'm going to check Facebook to make sure that everything is working, that everybody can hear me. Please let me know if the audio is not working. So far I can see the levels moving, so that's a good sign. But our high today was 92, but our record today was 95. So we were actually pretty close to this record. I mean, not about a degree, but still, it was pretty warm. It definitely felt like summer for our Saturday. But of course, this next cold front is going to be coming in, and it's going to bring a pretty major cool down where we can feel it. So here's a little bit of what we can expect with our cold front as far as what we're used to. You know, this isn't a cold front where it's going to give us those temperatures, a high temperature in the 50s. It's not going to drop our temperatures dramatically, you know, over 20-degree drop. But it's definitely a front where we can feel something. It's definitely going to be more of a cool front, where it does give us that taste of autumn, because it's definitely been feeling more like a mild spring or even a summer with these temperatures in the 90s. So some good news is that it's definitely going to be weather that you can enjoy, step outside, and really just take in more of that crisp fall weather. Because our high for Monday, we're only looking at a high of 71 degrees. So some really good news there. All right, just checking to make sure everything is still working. All right, now there's some really good graphics that our meteorologist Ryan Shoptaw made. So the cold front is going to be coming Sunday night, and it is also going to bring with it some rain. It doesn't look right now like it's a full washout rain event, unfortunately, because we really do need the rain. But it still is going to bring us something. We are looking at scattered showers, possibly a thunderstorm or two. But that's about it. And of course, we'll look at how much rain is expected as we get into these next couple of slides. But Sunday night and into Monday is when we're expecting this front. So tomorrow, it's still going to be warm. High temperature expected to be 91 degrees. You want to wear shorts, sunglasses, short sleeves, even sandals, because we're still going to be in the 90s. But on Monday, it's just going to be a very, very dreary day. You know, you might need rain boots, just because it's going to be one of those where we could just see very slick roads and things like that. But the high temperature is only going to be in the 70s. So this cold front is also going to bring in it's going to be bringing that cool air and also more of that dry air. So that's actually going to stay with us, and the colder air is going to continue overnight. So that means Tuesday morning, we could see those temperatures in the 50s and get even colder for Wednesday morning. And so here's a little bit of that forecast. So I'm going to pause this so everyone can see what those temperatures are looking like with this particular model. So let me first just check again. Let me just check Facebook that everything is still working. Okay. All right, so this is going to be tomorrow morning. You're going to wake up 73 degrees. You'll see some cloud coverage here and there. And then we'll start to see the sun appear, more clear skies. This is Sunday afternoon, 84 degrees. And by 3 o'clock on Sunday, 89, 90. By 6 p.m., around 90 degrees. So by 6 o'clock, you're definitely going to feel that very warm air. Now let's go into Sunday night into early Monday morning. You're going to see more rain start to appear. You can see there's some heavy pockets with this red and orange color, even some of that yellow. So there are some heavier downpours within this type of spread of rainfall. So that means we could see some areas get more locally heavier rain and, some more heavier downpours, over an inch possible. But it's going to be very hit and miss as far as where the heavy rain is going to fall. It's still a bit of an unorganized system exactly where that rain will fall. But the good news is that all day Monday, expect to see very dreary skies and that rain. Good news is we're not expecting any severe weather as of this moment. But let's go into, this is Monday morning. So Monday morning you wake up, you're definitely going to need possibly that umbrella and a raincoat. But like I said, it's going to be very hit and miss to start off the day. But as we go further into the afternoon, we go into Monday at noon. You see it kind of has a little breaking point. And I do think by Monday night, we should start to see that rain start to push out. And we'll have that cooler air as well. So Monday, as far as a high temperature, only around 70. I'd say this model has 74 degrees. I'd say it'd be more like around 72 for the high. So very much a change from where we were today. I mean, this is going to be close to a 20-degree drop. Not particularly, and it's not very cold air, but it still is going to be something that we could feel. And it'll be pretty nice. So as we go into Monday night, we'll see those temperatures continue to drop. And here we have Tuesday morning. So Tuesday, this is Tuesday at 4 a.m. San Antonio is at 60 degrees, but I do think we could have those temperatures be even cooler in the mid-50s. Bernie could possibly, more in the hill country, they could see temperatures much cooler as well in the low 50s. This model has Bernie at around 56 degrees on Tuesday. So expect Tuesday morning, if you're going to be out, you will need a type of light jacket because it is going to be cool and very fall-like. So that's some good news. For San Antonians, we love the cooler weather. Now this is going to be how much rain we can expect. So if you're wondering, will there be flooding, anything like that? Right now we're definitely not seeing anything as far as that flooding concerns right now. So for San Antonio and Bexar County, I think we could have about half an inch to an inch of rainfall. The more heavier rain will be out to the west near Del Rio, where they could see about 1 inch to 2 inches of rain. And then less than a half an inch as we go farther to the east. But in Bexar County, could see 1 inch of rain, and it's very much welcome because we still are in a drought, unfortunately. So we'll take what we can get here in San Antonio. Let's see. This is one model that's showing less than half an inch. So I think this one is showing a little bit under what we can expect. Now, as far as how much rain we've seen so far in October, not much. We actually have not picked up any rainfall. And October is typically when we get a couple of inches. So hoping that we stay on average. But so far, we have not seen any rainfall, any measurable rainfall for this month. And some of the driest Octobers on record have been way back. The latest was in the 1950s, where we saw just a trace amount of rainfall. But hopefully we do get some of this rain. It doesn't look like we will make this list if we get this amount of rainfall on Monday. So there's another piece of good news with this system. All right, right now we're at 84 degrees, so a little bit of a cool down, but it's still a little bit humid out there. Right now we're at a dew point of 60 and looking at mostly clear skies right now in San Antonio. All right, across our region, we are in the 80s for the most part. Pretty much everyone is in the 80s. let me just check to see, make sure I don't have any more. Make sure there's no questions. And it looks like Adriana is saying that it'll make an interesting morning commute. So with that being said, it definitely will be on Monday morning because we are going to have some rainfall out there. All right, so current temperatures right now are at 84 degrees, Floresville at 85, Seguin at 82, and Bernie's at 79. So they're just a little bit cooler than us right now. And so for San Antonio, we're actually not as humid as we were earlier this week. So another piece of good news, we are going to see these dew points start to drop as we have that cold front start to push its way in as we go into the start of your week on Monday. Current wind speeds are fairly light at 8 miles per hour in San Antonio, a little bit more gusty in Pleasanton at 13 miles per hour. New Braunfels is at 15. And I want to kind of zoom out so everyone can see that there's not too much rain here as we zoom out across the country. However, there is some severe thunderstorm watches and warnings as we go farther north from Texas into Oklahoma. So you can see here that there is some of those thunderstorms popping up there. And they're also with those yellow boxes, that's severe thunderstorm warning. But for us in Texas, it's looking pretty clear until that cold front starts to make its way in next week. Now across the country here, looking at our temperatures, there is some pretty cool weather here as far as, especially as you go farther north near Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. They're at 50 degrees right now, and they actually had their first snowfall of the season, which is a bit early for them. And they do get a lot of snow, of course, but it is still pretty early for this time of year. Okay. All right, now as we go into the 7-day forecast, we can see just how cold it's going to get for the rest of the week. Of course, Sunday night into Monday, we're going to have that chance of rain, but Monday we're at 70% chance, so all day on Monday, we definitely expect to see rain here and there, possibly a storm or two, a possible thunderstorm could pop up, but that's about it. And then those chances of rain start to go away for Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, we're looking at 56 for our low temperature, and then Wednesday, 48 degrees for the low temperature, Thursday 49, and you can see though the high temperatures slowly start to rise. So really this much cooler fall-like weather is only going to stay around until Thursday. As you can see that by Friday we're already getting back in the 80s. So by Friday and Saturday you will see those high temperatures get closer to average for this time of year. And the good news is though, the low temperatures will still be in the 50s. So it'll still be fairly cool in the morning if you have things to do. If you want to go for a run or walk the dog, it's still going to be fairly nice, and you will need a light jacket for those days. But definitely the high temperatures will start to rise and get closer to normal by the end of the week. So enjoy this weather while we get it. Just got to get through this one last day of 90-degree heat that's going to be around for Sunday, and then Monday is when we're going to have that chance of fall, and of course those good chances of rain will be coming in for Monday, and we can enjoy it for the next couple of days. So I'm just going to leave this up so everybody can see the 7 days. I'm just checking to make sure on Facebook nobody had any questions. Blanca says, when can we wear a sweater? I mean, I don't know if this is really sweater weather. I definitely don't think it is, not for this week. You could wear it early in the morning, but sweater weather I would say comes, I would say like late October. Usually we get some better cold fronts where it drops in the 60s, I would say by late October. So we'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully by Halloween we could get a cool Halloween. But right now we are seeing those temperatures go up, unfortunately, by the end of next week. So let me see if there's any other questions. Okay. Oh, I don't see any more. All right, so like I said, I'll just leave the 7 days up for a little while longer so everyone can plan their attire for the rest of the week. And hopefully I'll have a great rest of your Saturday evening. Ryan will be here tonight to do the 10 o'clock weather and tomorrow. So again, have a great rest of your weekend and enjoy the cooler weather.